Let's go to Yenagoa at the Collation Center in Yenagoa, the Bayelsa State capital, as collation has begun for the remaining two local governments.
0 BP2 BP2 LP 83 LP 83 NNPP 1 NNP 1 NRM 31 NNPP 1 NRM 31 PDP 12602 PDP 12602 PRP 5 PRP 5 SDP 8 SDP 8 ZLP 2 ZLP 2 total.
Please, wait, Secretariat. You don't just interrupt like that, please. I've insisted that let's be organized. You don't interrupt the presenter that way. What is the problem? Madam, what is the party, please, specifically? AA. I think it's 0.
0.
Did you get the number of accredited voters? What about the registered voters? Thank you.
Total valid votes 31211. 31211. Rejected votes 403. 403. Total vote cast 31614. Total votes cast 31614.
Thank you. The LGA Coalition Officer, Prof, thank you. Was there any polling unit that elections were not organized or were not held, or the results were cancelled, and the possible reasons for the cancellation of the results?
Yes, Prof. There were some cases like that because of overvoting.
Okay.
And we have documented everything here.
So no results for those polling units. It's 0.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Party agents, please. Party agents, please. Party agents. Yeah, the first man here.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Joel Tubonimi, the state agent for New Nigerian People's Party, NNPP. We have noticed a trend from our party, we have noticed a trend, even started from yesterday, and we are seeing it continuing this morning or this afternoon. Is it that votes are allocated to some of the parties like NNPP? Because what we have noticed is that we have very large following in Nimbe and other places. But when results are given, we notice that sometimes it's like benevolence award 1, 4, 6. I'm saying that in Nimbe, from the reports from our agents, we scored more than what is allocated to us. Sorry, brass. What is allocated to us does not reflect what happened at the units. I want to put it on record that we are not okay with this award, the simile award.
Thank you.
We are not to be awarded. We got votes.
Thank you, the party agent. But please, a quick one. The commission don't award votes. Is what the party earned or got from the electorate, please. I think we should correct that impression. And then again, like I said yesterday, please, ladies and gentlemen, we are all responsible men and women in this hall. And as a party agent, you know your responsibility. If really you have done your campaign very well, knowing the fact that you have followership in that particular local government, I think it is just natural that if the campaign was properly done, you would have earned a lot of votes from your electorate. Please, it is not for... No problem, but I know that what she is presenting here was duly signed by your agents. Thank you. The next person, please.
My name is Right Honorable Talford Ongolo, our state returning officer, sir. We have a novel problem here. Now, under the Electoral Act and even the regulations guiding the conduct of this election, various levels of collation have been established. And immediately preceding this collation point should have been a local government collation exercise center. But in this particular case, there was no collation at the local government level. Yes, because of the crisis, the violence that characterized some areas in Brass, admitted, and in fact, reasonably, INEC directed that, because we all know that somebody even died, people were brutalized, and a lot of things went wrong there. So INEC directed that they should bring the collation to this in good faith, which was acceptable to everybody. Now, as at last night, we have been expecting our respectable collation officer. I was also personally involved, waiting for her, until the local government collation agent left here 10 p.m. and in fact even helped to convey some stranded people to their hotel. So this morning I called him because I was here 6:30 a.m. and I called him. I said, go back and check because it will commence this morning. Only to be told that collation had been done. If it was done 12 midnight, 1 o'clock, later tell us. Because we are not based, because this is a matter, we have to do things right. So only to be told here that collation had been done and that I'm not attacking the merits yet. But because in this particular case, I have with me, and she knows, she had even acknowledged it, there was a petition forwarded to her in her system saying that there were hijacking of votes in some wards. This is it. So in a case like this, it would have been, common sense dictates that she ought to have ensured that at least message was sent to the agents and others to be present at the collation points. So that is the case, and I urge this House very seriously, with all the emphasis at my command, with due respect, sir, that this issue be resolved. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Again, I want to say Please, you can have your seat. I want to say that we appreciate all the party agents for raising issues about the results that are so far being presented to at the Collation Center here. But the point is this, please. I think we should be very fair to the INEC itself. Elections once organized, you have all the available information. And, you know, I want to say this thing with all emphasis, please. That a loyal party agent should be absolutely loyal and to be responsible enough to follow these results as the movement dictates, so that your party agent should be able to tell you, this is where we are, this is where the result is, and I have a certified copy. I think we should look at it from that angle. Where and how, I like the way, and I want to sincerely appreciate the fact that you have already pointed out to the fact that there were security challenges. And you have also pointed out, in fact, it's the first time I'm even hearing that a life was lost. That calls for, the electoral officers to be very, very careful. So long as the results and everything, and then your agents are there, I think nothing happens to the results. Thank you, please. Thank you. No, sir, she's not under a cross-examination, please. Please. Please.
What I am saying is that I have it appears on the face of it that there are grave allegations. That while with full knowledge that we had issues, that we were not opportune to be, and that we were here up to 10 p.m. So if she came thereafter 1 o'clock, 2 a.m. and did the collation, we are saying that let the house be aware that this we were not.
I think what is important is the result. Unless if you are contesting that this is not the result that your party agents gave you, I think that should be the merit of the case. But in this case, you have not been able to convince us here, or you have not even raised an issue that has to do with the result. But when the results were collated, and that is your argument, I'm simply saying that your party agents have given you the result, certified result, and they were duly signed by this agent. It therefore simply means that the result, how they were collated, knowing fully well that there was a breach of security, which you have confirmed.
Hold on now.
All right? It therefore means that we also have responsibility here, the INEC, to protect this stuff. I hope you understand, sir.
Please,
Thank you.
I want to be wait now, hold on. I want to be understood clearly. What I'm saying is that results were hijacked from certain walls, and that a petition had been written to.
No problem. We have it.
So it was at that collation center that the issues were supposed to have been resolved before coming to present the collated.
But have you been able to put it to your agent why he signed that result and collected it?
No,
because these are valid.
Nobody signed any result. We have not even seen it. No collation. Yes.
I'm surprised. But what is the result that is there?
Let us speak. Please let us speak.
The result that is with you, is it signed by party agent in particular? No. Please, we can do. Please, I am coming. I will get to you. We will get to you, please. My brother, we will just hold on. No.
Complaints and you have never adjudged. You said this place is to collect results. And he has made grave allegations. And you should allow me to speak, please.
I'm not going to stop you from talking. Just hold on now. Get the mic. Collation officer, give. Yes, please. Okay.
Now, first, to make the clarification, my name is Dr. Dennis Otiotu. I'm the agent of APC. Now, one, there was no security breach in the election. There was no security report anywhere. But INEC, the reason best known to the REC, wrote a letter to the commander of NNS Soro that materials for brass, Nembe, and Southern Ejo should be collected in Yenagua. While materials, these are APC strongholds, while materials for Sabama, Ekaramo, Ogbea should be collected, and Kolga should be collected in their various local government areas. These are PDP strongholds. Now, during the election, there was no report. The Commissioner of Police is here, DSS is here, other security agencies are here. There was no report of any security breach in Brass. What happened was that at this collation, local government collation, when the instruction came that they should move the materials to Ibinakwa, the people resisted. They said, no, you can't move collation. That they want to rig the election, so they should collect at Brass. That was where the problem started. The Commissioner of Police can attest to it. So when my learned friend here says there was security breach, that was why the collation was moved from Brass to Yenagua, that is not correct. The Commissioner of Police, the Director of State Director of DSS, and other security agencies can attest. Now, secondly, it is the rule, even in the INEC guidelines, it is not compulsory for all party agents to sign. For instance, I was held up by security agencies that they refused me to enter that place. I was struggling, but the collation continued. If I was not here, that will not invalidate the process. It is not compulsory that all party agents must sign the results. It is only party agents who are present and who are willing that are ought to sign. Not people. She cannot force anybody to sign results. Secondly, we are all aware, he himself is aware, that it was late before the issue of moving the thing to this place was resolved. And they moved. The EO and the collation officer and everybody moved to this place. We are aware that in his own local government up to now they have not concluded. We are aware that as they come, they collate. And so, like you said, his party agent ought to be diligent and ought to be here in this place to wait for them to come. For him to say that they went to sleep, that is the relation of duty. And so he cannot now shift that blame to her or to INEC. Secondly, somebody raised an issue, NRM. I look at the result. In Sakama, they scored 0-1. He did not complain. In Kolga, they scored 0-2. He did not complain. In Ekarama, they scored 0-2. He did not complain. In Sakama, those are areas where PDP was winning. They were giving the 1-2. He did not complain. Now in Brass, that is when he is complaining. It's unfortunate.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Please.
So I've not finished, sir. I've not finished. Lastly, I've not finished. We too, we made a formal complaint that in Ward 7, Ward 9, and Ward 10 precisely, that they bypassed beavers. In Ward 9 and Ward 10, Sangana, they bypassed the beavers and wrote results. We made that complaint, but they said we should write. I have written.
Thank you, party agent. Once you've made a formal complaint, it will be attended to, and that's why we said
that was what I was saying. But now we made the complaint. They said it will be attended to. When PDP makes complaint, you want to address it here.
No.
That was my rouse.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Any other comment? I think we can make progress. Please. The man behind, please. Oh, the lady. Please make your comments, please. Thank you.
My name is Honorable P. Sorama, State Collation Agent, APM, Allied People's Movement. Madam, I expected you to mention those words and the polling unit where you have overvoting.
We have not reached that level now, madam.
And I have a question to ask. In front of INEC, you have opportunity to accredit voters. No voter can vote without being accredited. And you are coming back to tell us that there is overvoting. How did the voter manipulated himself to vote overvoting? That's the question. I need to answer us. Thank you.
Next, please. Thank you. Next.
My name is Allen Amadane, the agent of Social Democratic Party SDP. In Brass local government area, I have my results here that was presented to me by my agent. Is also outside here. The election, there was no violence. I did not hear of any violence or any hijacking of ballot paper or anything in Brass local government area. The only complaint that I got from my agent was that in Sangana, in Ward 9 and Ward 10, they did not conduct election there because Beavers was bypassed. Ward 9 and Ward 10. But the rest place, the election went free and fair, and this is the result signed by all our agents, all our polling unit agents, including the ward agents. They are all here to testify that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Next, please.
Yes, my name is Chief William Sparker, National Rescue Movement, NRM. Like my colleague just said, you see, it's so unfortunate that we are taking a system that is continuing, and we want to see how we can resolve certain things and credibility or credit be given to INEC. The APC agent have said something, and it was so surprising that immediately the PDP agent finished saying something, microphone was given to the lady to begin to go and look at agenda sign, which has never been done since we started this collation. It has never been done. Because if that is done, some of us have a lot to say. In as much as it is, please, it will pay us a good, because INEC has always keep telling us, state your grievances, we'll look at it. Our grievances have been stated, but at the end of the day, it will end us go to court, go to tribunal for litigation and all that. We have our candidates, we have our agents who have been giving us feedbacks from there in the field. We know what happened. It's like my brother said, Ward 8 and Ward 9, those are places we know that, 9 and 10, those are places we know that it was not done. We heard it. We came back here. My agent called me from there and said, sir, nothing is happening here. I said, please, if possible, take a photo shot and send it to us. I will still have those photo shots, which we are going to present.
Thank you very
much. And then, again, the system, sir, please, this is a business of the party and INEC. Voting has time bound, but this matter has no time bound. If we want to express ourselves, allow us to express ourselves, because even as we are standing here, we are national TV, and our candidate has seen us. They are seeing us, they know what is happening. News are there, informations are kept. So please allow us to express ourselves. Whatever it takes us, we've been here yesterday, we were here till 10 o'clock, before now it's 12, we can take our time, because it's important to us. There are several places my candidate won, and what we are seeing is not what is ready here. It was like a draft game allotting numbers to those who they can. We saw it, it's clear. And we have lots of such complaints. So please, do us this favor, so that at the end, INEC can take the credibility. Let whoever want to express his grievances express. We've also said it. If these results are contestable, we will contest it, because we know that there are informations we have heard. We have results here signed. The ones that are not signed too, we have accepted it. At the end, we will come out and say, so please, let us proceed, and then let us get this result done. Because I think that we need to say, we will say it. Thank you.
Mr. Victor, my friend of yesterday, you can speak, please.
Okay. My name is Victor Rani Prefisi. I'm the agent of Accord. The truth is very simple. If you are winning, INEC is good. You keep on praising INEC, supporting INEC, that INEC have done so well. The election was free and fair and credible. Kudos to INEC. If they are losing, INEC have been the worst enemy, the worst people they have ever seen in life. I want to sincerely believe that those of you seated at the high table are well-respected citizens of this country. Especially, madam, you are a lawyer and well-respected. You are also a lawyer, well respected. CP also very intelligent person, well respected, and also others. Now the point is this: by anytime we are making reference, I've said this even yesterday, we are on national TV, and whatever thing we say here, the whole world is aware. Let nobody should able to indict anybody at the high table, because when you keep on mentioning names, it shows that as if they are taking sides. It shows that as if they are trying to support your wish or your complaint. Sir, my agent told me.
Let's have one house, please. Let's have one house, please.
My agent told me categorically in brass, at the center of the collation, there were riots, and one of these agents died at the spot. He had to run away and save his life, and that was the reason why he was unable to come over to Yelahua, because brass is waterlogged. It's not motorable. You don't expect my agent to travel from all the way from brass to come here at the midnight to sign a result, because whatever thing that happens, life is very important, so that tomorrow nemesis will not catch up on us. Sir, I want to say this also categorically. It's not a news anymore. It's a reality, and it's what happened. His own party deputy candidate went on campaign on brass. He said, push them inside the water, kill them, and let them die.
It's okay.
He said so. He said so.
At least one house. Can we have one house? Victor. Mr. Victor. Mr. Victor. Hello, Victor. Please. Please. Local government collation officer, can we have results? Please, can we have one house, distinguished ladies and gentlemen? We have just finished collating Brass local government. The information available is that Southern Ijo is still not ready. Yeah, so we will plead that we will return back to this hall in the next 1 hour. Yes, in the next 1 hour, please. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Right, okay, we should.
That was the Yenagoa Collation Center, as collation has been postponed till or adjourned till another hour, as results from Southern Ijo is still being expected in the Bayelsa elections, off-cycle elections. And we are still in the studio with us. We still have with us here Dayo Shobowale. And joining us also is Arise News analyst Emmanuel Afine. And before we get into the newspapers, let's just make sense of all that happened. We saw chaos in the Yenagoa Center there as INEC were fielding questions, and it almost descended into a fisticuff, literally.
Well, the situation there has been chaotic, to say the least, but somehow they've been able to restore some order. And in an hour's time, the collation will continue. But from the conversation, interjections and interruptions, we'll see there. Apparently, there are disagreements as to the result, whether the result sheets were signed by all the agents, and whether why the collation was moved to Yenagoa for Southern Ijo and Brass,
yes,
and all that, whether there was actually security challenges in those locations or not. But if we are to go by earlier in the day, our correspondent, Ovietimi George, gave a report into the morning show where he said that those areas, Brass, Nembe, they were like a no-go area, even for journalists, because of the heavy security challenges they had to contend with. So it seems there's some sense in the movement of the collation to Yenagoa, so that perhaps to avoid disruptions. But again, one thing you can take from that conversation, as at yesterday, they said collation will commence 12 noon today. But from the conversation we've had so far, it's like collation continued. and some people were not represented at that point. So this happens to be, if you listen to the conversations, the interjections, the objections, a number of clarifications you need to get. But the INEC officials seem to be patient enough to listen to everybody.
Patient. We'll come to you, Mr. Shibole, but we do have our correspondent, Andy Omano, who is at the Collation Center. Andy, thank you for joining us. Please fill us in on what you saw. We watched most of it, but please let us know what's going on at this time.
Okay, thank you so much, Cynthia. The process has just been adjourned till the next 1 hour. That's after the collation of the result from Brass local government area. You remember 2 local government areas were outstanding. Brass local government area that has just been done with, and Southern Ijaw that we are told is still being expected. The result is not there yet. But towards the tail end of the collation of the result from Brass local government area, the Accord Party, representatives here did raise some issues which did not go down well with other party representatives, and that almost turned the collation center upside down. So what you saw in the picture a while ago was that confusion that was momentarily engulfed the collation center, as it were. But the tension has been doused because security agencies who were within the collation center here were able to douse the tension. So there is some atmosphere of normality as we speak now, but talks are still wagging. So many questions have been asked, and like we rightly noticed, the man who is in charge here, the returning officer, has a lot of shock absorbers, because what he has done between yesterday and today is to give the party agents the opportunity for them to be able to air whatever grievances that they have. But as we speak, adjournment has been made, and we are waiting till precisely 20 minutes past 2, I should say, for a reconvening for the collation of the result from Southern Ijaw. Over to you, Cynthia.
All right. I would like to hear from you concerning why has it taken so long? Because elections were conducted on Saturday. This is Monday, and we are yet to receive results from Southern Ijaw as we speak. That is hence the movement of the collation to 220, like you said. Is it that difficult to move those results from Southern Ijaw down to Bayelsa, down to Yenagoa? Or what is it? Because the PDP are crying that something is fishy.
Okay, Aaron, yes, so far so good. Bayelsa State has 8 local government areas. And if not 5 or 6 of these local government areas are in the riverine part of this state. And so, yes, it's expected, but also if you are privy to the terrain of Bayelsa, especially local government areas like Brass, Nembe, and this Southern Ijaw that we are talking about, the Southern Ijaw is bedded around the ocean in this state, and often is always very difficult getting results from across this way. Between Bayelsa State by boat to Southern Ijaw is 2.5 to 3 hours by boat. So you can imagine what that will be after conducting election and taking them here. Then apart from that, is one local government, especially Brass and Southern Ijaw, that these are local government areas that determine how the political pendulum in any election will swing in Bayelsa State. Year after elections is always a recurring decimal, that these are the local government areas that their results will be turned into Bayelsa, that is Yenagoa, the Bayelsa State capital, late. So what is happening now is not an aberration at all. It has happened in previous elections, and we are witnessing it here. Some people had asked, how come that if Imo and Kogi have had their elections done with, and they have a good number of local government, over 20 local government areas, compared to Bayelsa State that had just 8. And here we are still expecting the last local government area on the second day of collation. I think it's the terrain, and yes, and I think it is the terrain, and if not the terrain, the actual fact that the brand of politics played here is different from any other. Over to you, Aaron.
Well, thank you so much, Arise correspondent live from the State Collation Center, Andy Omano, for your updates. Please be safe, and we appreciate your time, of course. We'd also like to thank our Arise analysts, Mr. Dayo Shobwala and Mr. Emmanuel Feni, for joining us and doing justice to what we've seen play out today. Thank you, gentlemen, for your time. Thank you.